Hey everyone, welcome back to Shade Review. In today's video, we are reviewing the Shop Shades Dimmer safety glasses with photochromic technology. But first off, we gotta thank today's video sponsor, of course, our own website, shadereviewstore.com, the absolute best place to buy designer sunglasses, up to 80% off the original MSRP. Again, check out our website, shadereviewstore.com. All right, so for those of you who don't know, Shop Shades were actually created by a very popular YouTuber by the name of John Malecki. He's got a couple different big YouTube channels. My favorite one is his John Malecki Unscrewed channel, where they do really fun tool comparisons with a really interesting twist to them typically. A very interesting channel that I've come across relatively recently, and I really do enjoy it. In every video that he makes, he's wearing a pair of these Shop Shades safety glasses, and I saw that he made a photochromic pair, so of course I had to buy a pair to support him, and I wanted to see if they'd make a good replacement for the normal safety glasses that I wear, which are produced by Klein. I also have a couple pairs by Milwaukee, but I'm actually a Klein guy, and these are the safety glasses that I typically wear. Now, I'm a homeowner, so I'm constantly doing projects around the house where I need safety glasses, and I'm also a sunglass guy, as you can imagine, so it always feels weird putting on really cheap safety glasses. Where you can feel the quality is just kind of subpar. I think these Klein are around $12, so they're not the most expensive pair out there, and the quality just feels okay. They do have kind of rubberized nose pads, which help them stick on the face, and then they have kind of these flat temples, which are going to help sit under headgear pretty nicely. But they definitely are not the most comfortable pair of thing. These Klein actually come in at 31 grams, and these Shop Shades come in at only 26. But the Shop Shades slide on the face so much better than the Klein. They feel very comfortable, and they feel really good around the nose as well, right out of the box. Much more comfortable pair of sunglasses to wear, even when wearing them for long periods of time, because they are more lightweight. These Shop Shades are produced in 3 different styles. One is just clear safety lens. Those are going to run you $50. They have some with sunglass lenses, which are going to run you $100, and these are their photochromic, which come in at $150. So definitely on the pricier side for a pair of safety glasses, which typically run from $12 to around $45 for a high-end pair of photochromic Milwaukee safety glasses. So definitely relatively expensive here. Now I have to talk about the packaging real quick, because a lot of YouTube merch typically doesn't come with the best packaging, if I'm being honest, but these are nicely branded all across the box. It says Shop Shades on them, and if we open it up, we can see they do come with a branded soft pouch. This is actually going to help protect the lenses from getting scratches on them. I would have liked to see a hard shell case for the $150 price tag, personally, just to give them a little bit extra protection. But of course, they're going to be very durable right out of the box, so you really don't need too much protection. You can kind of sit on these and twist them and kind of beat them up. They are a pair of safety glasses after all, so you can really, again, abuse them. So they don't really need a hard shell case, but it would just be a little bit nice to see for, $150 versus just this soft pouch. But this is definitely going to help prevent them from getting scratched very easily. All right, so now it's time for the fun part where I demonstrate the photochromic technology. So here I have a UV light, so I'm going to shine this on the lens here for a couple of seconds. And while I'm doing this, I'm trying not to look at that harmful UV light, but I'm just going to expose one lens here for a couple seconds. And as you can see, it is now actually really darkened. So it's very weird to look through one lens being clear and then one being very dark. So let me go ahead and shine this light on the other lens here for a couple seconds. All right, so this is what both of the lenses look like when they're exposed to direct UV light for about 20 seconds each, and they are very dark, probably just about as dark as a category 3 lens. And throughout the rest of the video, these lenses are going to progressively get lighter and lighter as they're no longer exposed to that UV light, because we are filming this video, of course, in an indoor environment. Now, a couple things I do want to mention about these frames is they, of course, do block 100% of UVA and UVB rays. They do have a anti-scratch resistant coating on the front of the lens, and the lenses also are impact resistant, of course, and they are ANSI 87 plus rating, which is the same rating that's on the pair of Klein, and I believe that's kind of like the gold standard when it comes to safety rating on a pair of safety sunglasses, of course. What's really cool about these is if you're working in an indoor shop, they're going to be completely clear, and then when you walk outdoors, they're going to darken. Now, something that I have to mention about wearing a pair of these versus the Klein is right out of the box, the clarity of these lenses was actually very, very good. Honestly, a lot better clarity than these Klein, but I have had these Klein for about 6 months or maybe even a year now, so they definitely have a couple scratches on them and they are used. But I also kind of can see that they don't have the greatest anti-reflective material, so I can kind of see my eyes a little bit through the inside of the lens, where here on these shop shades, they are perfectly clear. It almost feels like HD vision. And I'm sure you guys know I do take optical clarity very seriously when I review other pairs of sunglasses, and I'm not lying when I'm saying these are by far the clearest pair of safety glasses that I've ever looked through, so definitely high praise there. Now if we take a look at the outside temples of the frame, we can see it does say shop shades in both the left and right hand outside temple. And we can also see they do have these extended piece right here, which is going to help the sunglasses wrap around, giving very good coverage from the sun, which of course is extremely important to have these side shields. Personally, if I were designing these, I would probably tint the sides instead of making them clear. That way, if you're working outside, you're actually going to have some more protection from the sun here on the side, but they definitely look a lot cooler being clear. So some pros and some cons there. Now, when you fold these up, because of these side shields, they're definitely not going to fold up nearly as well as a typical pair of sunglasses would. And because of that, they're not going to fit in your pocket nearly as well. And they're just going to be a little bit bulky here. Honestly, they're not too much more bulky than the pair of Klein, which was my previous go-to pair of safety glasses. Honestly, they're probably just about the same as far as the thickness goes. All right, so before I give my final thoughts on these shop shades, I do have to kind of disclose my bias. I, of course, also am a YouTuber, so we're kind of part of a community. I've never messaged John or have any communication with John before making this video. I spent my own money, paid full price, and did buy them on their website. But again, YouTubers are kind of all in the same community, so definitely keep that in mind as far as a bias goes. But of course, you guys know I try to make my videos as unbiased as I possibly can, and I don't kind of hold back just because it's a fellow YouTuber who's making a pair of sunglasses or eyeglasses or safety glasses. All right, so my final thoughts on these are going to be just a little bit complicated. They are going to run you $50 if you just get the safety glass variant. So $50 for a safety glass variant versus about $12 for the Klein variant. Definitely quite the extra price tag, but definitely quite the extra quality versus a pair of these Klein. You know, as far as styling goes, these Klein do not look good at all in my opinion, and they might even repel women. I don't know. I'm married, so it doesn't really matter. Where these definitely look a lot nicer, a lot cooler in my opinion, and as far as the clarity of the lenses goes, they're definitely a lot better. And of course, if you like watching the videos, buying a pair of these is a great way to support his brand, which is really cool, and of course, I support that as well being a YouTuber. So personally, I definitely think they are worth the money because they seem to be a really good product, and also you're supporting the YouTube channel as well. Now, when it comes to the exact pair that I'm wearing in today's video, the dimmer pair with the photochromic lenses, these cost you $100 more than the traditional just safety glass lens pair, and the photochromic dimming lenses simply do not cost $100 extra to produce. Now, don't get me wrong, photochromic lenses are very expensive. They just probably don't cost $100 more. That means there's definitely more of a higher profit margin when it comes to them selling these sunglasses. So more of your money is going to go directly into their pockets, which is a really good thing if you want to support them and support the really fun videos that they make on their YouTube channel. And I really do like the look of these as they transition from clear to a sunglass lens, and it's a really good idea. And again, the only other brand that I really know that makes them is going to be Milwaukee, and those are kind of the ugly style as well. So if you're looking for something that's really cool and really unique, you know, you're gonna pay a little bit extra for it, coming in at $150, definitely a very expensive price. Overall, they are definitely a really decent pair of safety glasses. I do like these a lot. I think they look cool, and this is honestly gonna be my go-to pair of safety glasses when I'm working around the house or doing different jobs, that is for sure. But that's all guys in this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to give me a big thumbs up down below, and of course, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and then you'll be notified every single time I upload a brand new video just like this one to our YouTube channel. Again, thank you so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you all in the next one.